Have you ever heard that quiet voice inside you? The one that whispers, "You're not ready." It always seems to show up right before you're about to start something new, something big, something important. And it sounds so reasonable, doesn't it? It sounds logical, protective, maybe even caring. But here's the thing. Most of the time, that voice is lying to you. Because the real truth, the one that successful people rarely talk about, is this. No one ever feels 100% ready. Not the people you look up to. Not the entrepreneurs launching their businesses. Not the artists showing their work for the first time. Not the ones already living the life you dream of. They all felt that same whisper of doubt. The only difference is, they learned how to move anyway. They learned to act in spite of the fear. Today we're going to dismantle that. Lie together. We're going to understand where it comes from, why it has such a hold on us, and most importantly, how to take our power back from it. So if you have ever put a dream on hold because you thought you weren't enough yet, this is for you. Let's start by understanding the lie itself. Self-doubt isn't always a loud, screaming monster. It doesn't always shout you can't do it, or you're going to fail. More often, it's a subtle, convincing whisper. It just says, not yet. It's a master of procrastination. It convinces you that you just need to wait a little longer. Wait until you're smarter. Wait until you have more money in the bank. Wait until you feel more confident. Wait until you have more experience. It sounds so logical, right? I'll start my business after I take this one more course. I'll apply for that job once I have polished my resume just a little bit more. I'll start creating content when I have better equipment. The problem is that delay becomes a habit. It becomes a pattern. And before you know it, days have turned into weeks, weeks have turned into months, and months have turned into years. You've accidentally built a life around hesitation, a fortress of not yet. And here is the fundamental misunderstanding that keeps us trapped. We think confidence comes first. We believe we have to feel confident before we take action. But that's completely backward. Confidence isn't a prerequisite for action. It's a result of it. It's the reward you get for being brave. It's a muscle that's built from the very actions you keep postponing. You can't sit on your couch and think your way into believing in yourself. You can't read your way into courage. You have to move your way there. Every small step you take, even when you're terrified, is a vote for your future self. It's a piece of evidence you're showing your brain that says, see, I can do this. So why are we so wired for this self-doubt? Where does this crippling voice even come from? For most of us, it starts in childhood. We were taught, either directly or indirectly, that making mistakes means you failed, that getting a B instead of an A was a problem. We learned that uncertainty is dangerous. Our brains are naturally wired to seek safety and predictability. So if we can't predict the exact outcome of something, our internal alarm system goes off, screaming danger. Retreat. Stay where it's safe. But here's a sacred truth that I want you to hold on to. All growth, all magic, all transformation lives inside that uncertainty. It exists in the space just beyond your comfort zone. Think about it. Every time you step into the unknown, whether it's speaking in front of a group, learning a new skill, or starting a new relationship, you are stretching your soul a little wider. You are expanding your capacity for life. That feeling of discomfort, that nervous flutter in your stomach, that slight shakiness in your hands. That isn't proof that you're unqualified or that you're an imposter. It's not a sign to stop. It's the opposite. It's the feeling of growth. It is proof that you are evolving, you are becoming. You are shedding an old version of yourself to make room for a new, more capable one. The discomfort is the price of admission to the next level of your life. So how do we make the shift? What if, starting today, you just stopped waiting to feel ready? What if you decided that ready is a myth? Imagine this. Instead of asking yourself, am I ready for this? Can I really do this? You change the question. What if you started saying, I will learn as I go? What a powerful reframe. It takes all the pressure off. It gives you permission to be imperfect, to be a beginner. The biggest lie that self-doubt tells you is that readiness has to come before courage. But it's the other way around. Courage is the key that unlocks readiness. Courage is deciding to act when you're not sure. The more you act, the more that loud, fearful voice begins to soften. It's like you're training a wild animal. At first, it's chaotic and loud, but with consistent, gentle action, it starts to calm down. Action is how you communicate to your own nervous system. Hey, it's okay. I'm safe here. We've got this. So the next time that familiar whisper of self-doubt creeps in and says, "You're not ready," I want you to take a deep breath. Acknowledge the voice, don't fight it, and then gently say back to it, "Maybe not, but I'm willing to try, willing to learn, willing to be a little scared." That willingness is everything. Now let's get even more practical. I want to give you 3 gentle but powerful mindset shifts that you can start using today to rewrite that old story of self-doubt. Shift number 1, embrace the beginner stage. This is huge. Every single master of their craft once felt clumsy. Every expert you admire started out feeling awkward and clueless. Think of a world-class guitarist, their first chords were probably terrible. A Michelin star chef probably burned their first dozen meals. Allow yourself to be a beginner without shame. Society puts so much pressure on us to be instantly good at things, but that's not how skill is built. Give yourself the grace and the space to be new at something. That's not weakness. That's how you create the room you need to grow. Shift number 2, measure your progress, not perfection. Perfection is a beautiful illusion that keeps you completely stuck. It's an impossible standard that guarantees you'll always feel like you're falling short. So stop aiming for perfect. Instead, start measuring your courage. Did you show up today when you wanted to hide? That's a win. Did you try something, even if it didn't work out? That's progress. Did you take one small step forward? Celebrate that. Each time you try, you are actively rewriting the neural pathways in your brain from "I can't" to "I am someone who tries." And that brings us to shift number 3. Celebrate the evidence of your effort. Our brains are wired to look for confirmation of our beliefs. If you believe you're not good enough, your brain will find all the evidence to prove it. So we need to consciously feed it new evidence. Confidence grows through repetition of effort, not necessarily through a string of perfect results. So when you finish a workout, even if it was short, celebrate the effort. When you write 1 page of your book, celebrate the effort. When you make that 1 phone call you've been dreading, celebrate the effort. When you start to associate the act of trying with pride and satisfaction, rather than fear and judgment, everything changes. These shifts might seem small and quiet, but don't underestimate them. They are powerful enough to completely reshape your identity over time. They are how you build, brick by brick, a new foundation of self-trust. So here is your gentle reminder for today. You don't have to have it all figured out before you start. You just have to begin. You don't need to feel confident to take that first step. You need to take the first step in order to feel confident. Let self-doubt talk if it wants to. Let it have its little monologue in the back of your mind. Let it whisper, let it question, let it worry. You can hear it and still choose to move anyway. Because the moment you take that first step, the moment you choose action over hesitation, you are already becoming the person you were always meant to be. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If today's message spoke to you, it would mean the world if you desubscribe to the channel. And maybe share this video with one person you know who is ready to rise above their own doubts. Remember, your transformation begins with 1 shift, 1 decision, 1 single moment of courage. Take that step. I'll see you in the next one.